Project Samana is a veterinary education and outreach program that sets up veterinary services of medical and surgical care to the poorest regions of Latin America and the Caribbean. The goals of Project Samana include performing castrations on horses, donkeys, mules, and dogs, and ovariohysterectomies on dogs and cats in an effort to diminish the population of stray animals in these areas, including efforts to diminish the disease of rabies through vaccinating each animal seen. Project Samana also educates owners on animal health, care, and welfare, and provides training to Dominican veterinarians. In May of 2017, Project Samana set up a facility in Samana and allowed 2 UNH students from the Thompson School of Applied Science Veterinary Technology program, Lillian McCandless and Jordan Dakel, to join the team with our professor and advisor, veterinarian Sarah Proctor, agreeing to help train us in the field and apply our skills in a practical yet challenging setting. While working in Samana, we had the opportunity to put our knowledge and skills to use, which included surgical induction of patients with injectable drugs, which allowed us to practice our pharmacological education, the placement of intravenous catheters, endotracheal intubation, surgical preparation, surgical assisting and monitoring, and recovering patients from surgery. We also learned to work in a stressful work setting with conditions that were not ideal and in a country in which we could not speak the same language as the locals. This was one challenge we faced, but this forced us to practice other methods of communication and rely on the assistance of translators. While we were working in the recovery area for patients after surgery, we were faced with another challenge. A small dog from surgery was brought to us, and shortly after he was brought to us, we noticed he was not breathing, and we were able to inform the veterinarians and provide medical assistance to resuscitate the patient, who went home with his thankful owners later that day. This challenge was frightening yet educational, as we were able to recognize an emergency situation and learn about emergency medical assistance. This project was beneficial to our future academic and professional plans because we gained work and work relationship experience in the fields that we were going into. We were also able to conduct a survey for the local residents, as pictured in these next few slides, to learn about their knowledge of the disease of rabies and about the treatment of animals. With this information, we hope to study how Project Samana can increase educational awareness of pet owners and compare the differences of the treatments of animals between our two cultures. Because of our inability to verbally communicate with owners, we faced another challenge in Samana with our survey, as we were not always able to have a translator assist us, and we were unsure if the locals would understand or be able to read our survey without the help of a translator. This challenge hindered our ability to gather a collection of data as large as we had intended, but did not prevent us from gathering data when able. Over the course of the trip, 3.5 days were spent in surgery, and by the end of the week, we had sterilized a total of 186 dogs and cats, averaging around 53 surgeries per day. This is a major accomplishment for Project Samana, as these animals will no longer reproduce and add to the population of stray animals in the Dominican Republic. They will also have a lower risk of tumors and venereal disease. Additionally, each animal was vaccinated for rabies to lower the spread of this disease in the Dominican Republic. The future goals of our involvement with Project Samana are to create a strong relationship between Project Samana and the Veterinary Technician Program at UNH Thompson School of Applied Science to allow future students to gain this invaluable experience. We would like to thank the UNH Emeriti Council Student International Service Initiative for supporting our trip to the Dominican Republic. We greatly appreciate your generosity and interest in supporting us at the Thompson School of Applied Science.